Hello, it's Sean. Today I'm going to be playing a game of Memoir 44. I'm going to be playing the solo, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to control the American side, and for the Axis side, they have 4 command cards, so what I will do each turn is I will draw 2 cards for them, and I will play the best card. If they have a recon card that lets them draw an additional card in the following turn, I'll draw 3 cards and again play the best one for them. I am playing the Operation Cobra scenario from the main book, and this took place in July 25th and 26th, 1944. The briefing, the Axis player gets 4 command cards, the Allied player gets 5 command cards and the first activation. We will play to 5 medals, so the first player to achieve 5 medals will win. There are 2 towns that have additional victory points associated, so as long as an Allied unit is in one of those city hexes, the Allied player will get the additional medal for that, but they have to stay in them to keep the victory point. If the unit leaves, they lose that victory point. The Axis has a unit of elite tanks, so they have 4 tanks in that unit, and that is the scenario. We'll go ahead and deal out cards. So one change that I'm making, I'm removing the ambush card from the game, from the deck, just because it doesn't really work well to play that in a solo game. I've already shuffled the cards, so I'm going to draw the hand for the Allied players. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cards. Let's see what we have here. We have a probe in the center for 2 units, an assault on the left flank, all units, another assault on the left flank with all units, another probe in the center with 2 units, and an attack on the left flank with 3 units. So nothing for the right flank, but I've got some good cards for the center and the left. I think that I'm going to go ahead and play the assault on the left flank, so all units on the left. Actually, I'm going to play the attack on the left for 3 units because there's only 3 there. Maybe I'll end up with more than that. So these guys are going to move into the trees. So 1, 2, 3, all of those will be activated. They're moving into the trees. They're also moving into the trees. And they're just going to move up to there. They don't have any firing, 3, 2, 1, and 0, so no firing from that. Draw a replacement card. I have a recon in the center, which will let me draw an additional unit, or an additional card after I use that. Now we're going to draw for the Allied player. So we're going to draw 2 cards for them and pick the best. So we have a dig in and a probe. Well, they're already in hedgerows, which is pretty nice defensive terrain for them. But if I dig in some units, that will let them also ignore flags. So I think I'm going to play the dig in card. So 4 units get to dig in. Alright, it's back to me. think I am going to play this recon card. We're going to play that. So I will have one unit to activate in the center. This unit is going to move into this hedgerow. When you move into a hedgerow, you have to move into it from an adjacent hex, which means you can't move 2. So if I was here, I couldn't go 1, 2 and move into it. You have to start your movement adjacent to it. When you enter it, you must stop. And the unit entering cannot battle unless you're French resistance, but this is an American unit, so they cannot battle. But I get to draw 2 cards and pick which one I want to keep. So I have an attack for 3 units in the center or an attack for 3 units on the left. I think I'm going to take the attack for 3 units in the center. We're going to draw 2 cards for the Axis player. And they have Firefight and Their Finest Hour. Both of these are pretty good cards, actually. So Their Finest Hour, I get to roll 1 die for each command card I have. The Axis player would normally have 4 command cards, so I'd roll 4 cards and or 4 dice, and for an infantry symbol, an infantry unit could be ordered. A tank unit could be ordered, and then if a star is rolled, a unit of your choice is ordered, and those units get to battle with 1 additional die. Firefight, I get to issue to 4 units to open fire. They may not be adjacent to an enemy unit, may not move, but they also roll 1 additional dice. I think the way I'm set up here, I have 4 units that have some good targets. So the Finest Hour is a really good card, but in this particular situation, I think that we're going to go ahead and use the Firefight, just because it's 4 guaranteed infantry units moving, and I may not get that many, or not moving, but attacking. If I use the Finest Hour, they may not get that many. So we're going to play Their Finest Hour, or we're going to play Firefight, and I'm going to activate these 2 units, this unit, and this unit. So this unit will go first, 3, 2, 1, and then an additional die for the card. So they have 2 dice attacking here. We got a grenade and a flag, so they're going to retreat 1, and 1 guy is killed. This unit, these guys are out of range now, but they can attack this unit. So it'll be 3, 2, 1, and then 2 dice. And they killed a single man. This unit is going to attack this unit. If I roll a flag, they won't be able to retreat. So 3, 2, 1, and then a second dice because of the card. So I killed 1 and a retreat. They cannot retreat, so that actually is going to kill 2 guys. And then these guys are going to attack them. 3, 2, 1, and 2 dice again. And they killed 2. So that's a pretty effective round of fire. It's the Axis, or the Allied player's turn. Well, I think we're going to do an attack in the center for 3 units. This unit is going to get in the woods, try to protect their, I guess I should, we're going to activate 1, 2, 3. So these guys are going to move here. These guys are going to move forward. And they're going to move here. These guys are going to move 1, 2. They're going to move there. These two will both be able to fire. They're going to fire on those hedgerows. Hedgerows are -2 for tanks, so they're going to have a single dice, so it would be 3, 3, 3 is the range for tanks and the attack die. But the hedgerow reduces by 2 for tanks, so they have a single dice each. So I'm going to roll this tank first. And they have 1 die. And it's a flag which they can ignore because they have the sandbags. The second unit is going to fire as well. And they missed. Draw a replacement card. And I have assault with all units in the middle, which is very nice because I have a lot of units there. And now we'll draw for the Axis player. They get 2 cards. So I can order 2 units on each flank, or I can order 4 units of my choice. I'm going to use the Direct from HQ. Both are nice cards, but this one lets me pick any 4 units, so that's what the Axis player is going to play. We have some nice targets here out in the open, so this unit is going to get ordered. So yeah, we're going to go 1, 2, 3, and 4. I want to move them so they get out of the way of those tanks. The tanks can move through the forest, but that slows them down a little bit. So I'm going to go ahead and move that infantry back there. So first they're going to move 1, 2, move into the city. Make sure that's tough for the allied players to get hold of. This unit is going to fire here. 3, 2, 1. They only have 1 die, but they're out in the open, so it's not reduced by terrain. And they killed another unit there. This unit, they're going to fire at these tanks right here. We have 2 dice. 3, 2. And it looks like they missed. And then this unit is going to fire at this infantry. 3, 2, 1. And that's a retreat, so they will pull back. Alright, so we're going to do an assault in the center. All the units in the center get to activate. So they're going to go there. That unit is going to move there. That unit is going to move there. One, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Shoot, it's going to move here. And they're not going to activate. Alright. So now we get to do some firing. I'm going to start with this unit. 3, 2, and they lose a die because of the train, so they have 1 die on that unit, and they missed. These tanks are going to fire on this unit. They only have 1 die, and they missed. These tanks are going to fire on this unit, and they also have 1 die. They finally killed a guy. First kill of the Germans. These guys moved into the hedges, so they cannot battle. This unit moved 2, so they cannot battle. This unit can battle because they didn't move, but they're going to have 0 die because of the terrain reduction. These guys moved into the forest, but their line of sight is blocked here, and I don't have range anyway. So it looks like that is it for the Allied player. Draw a replacement card. Move out. Issue an order to 4 infantry units. Terrain, movement, and battle restrictions still apply. So, be a nice card. I have lots of infantry, so we'll see what happens with that. Okay, I'm going to draw 2 cards for the Axis player. They have attack, and that's in their right flank, my left, and move out. Move out is the same that I have, so they can issue orders to 4 infantry. Well, I think they're going to do the 4 infantry, so they're going to do the move out. We're going to go 1, 2, 3, and 4. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. First up, we're going to have this unit attack here. There's 1 guy left. They have 1 die. It's cocked. And it is a retreat, so this guy will retreat into the woods, and he's okay with that. Next, we're going to have this unit. They're going to attack they're going to attack these guys behind them. So they're going to have 3 dice, and they got 2 kills on them. Ouch. This unit is going to attack they're going to attack these tanks as well. They only have 2 dice. And they killed 1. And our last unit here is going to attack this infantry. They have 2 dice. And they killed 1 and caused a retreat. Well, I think I'm going to use the move out order. This is a tough line to break here. So I'm going to activate this unit and this unit to and this unit and this unit. Yeah. Alright. So these guys are moving here. They won't have any more attack. These guys are going to step here. They're stepping there. These guys are stepping there. Now, this is a risk for them, but they have a better chance of pushing these guys out than what tanks do. And I gotta get some lines cleared, so. Alright. So we'll do these guys first. They start with 3 dice, but they're -1 for the terrain. So they have 2 dice. And I killed 2 of these guys. These guys, same thing. 3 dice to start, but the terrain reduces it to 2. I killed 1. These guys are going to attack here. It's 3, 2, -1 for the building. So they only have 1 die. But they killed him. And that is that. Draw a replacement card. Counterattack. So I get to issue the order that was just played by my opponent. So that can be a really nice card to have. So draw 2 cards for the Axis player. Armor Assault, they can issue orders to 4 armored units. Or Recon and Force, issue 1 order, 1 unit in each of the 3 sections. Well, that would only give them 2 activations. However, they do get an additional die, but it's only an additional die in Close Assault, which both could actually get into a Close Assault range. Two units with an extra die. Here, I could do 1 unit in each, and that would give here, here, and there. I think I'm going to play this Recon and Force. It's not as many dice. Ultimately, it's more dice that are attacking with that because it's 3 units attacking. So that would be 4, that would be 8, this would be 3, 6, 7, 8. I guess it's the same number of dice based on what I'm going to do. Either way, this is what I'm doing. Recon and Force. So I get to order 1 unit in each section. That unit's going to get ordered. This unit's going to get ordered. Now, do I bring those tanks up, or do I let that infantry stand? I'm going to bring these tanks up, so they'll be ordered as well. So they're going to move 1, 2, 3. That unit's not going to move, and that unit's not going to move. So we're going to fire with these guys. They have 3 dice on that infantry unit. And they killed 1. These tanks are going to fire on this tank, and they have 3 dice. That's cocked. So they killed the 1. 2 retreats as well, but the kill does it. So that is a victory point for the Germans. They can take ground with that and attack again. So they are going to do that. They're going to move up here, and they're going to attack these guys. It'll be a single die, but I think may as well. And it's a miss. Alright, and then these guys are going to shoot these guys in the open with 2 dice and 2 misses. And I think that we're going to use the counterattack because that isn't a bad idea. So we're going to counterattack that. I get to order 1 unit in each section. So I'm going to order them. I really want to kill those guys, so this unit is going to get ordered. And that unit is going to get ordered. So these guys are going to step up here. They're not going to move. They're not going to move. So we're going to attack with them. They'll have 2 dice attacking into that town. And they killed 2. They're really exposed right now. But hopefully I'll be able to do something with them. These guys are going to attack here. They have 2 dice as well. Alright, got that grenade. So I kill this guy. Those sandbags go away. And they are going to take ground in there. These guys are going to attack them. They have 2 dice. And they can ignore the flag because they have the sandbags, but they did lose a guy. Draw a replacement card. And attack on the left flank. I haven't got anything for the right flank. We'll see. Alright, we're going to draw 2 cards. So they can probe the center with 2, or they can attack on the right flank with 2. My right, their left. So I think I'm going to have... We're going to do this probe on this flank. Both these units are going to activate. They can fire at these guys. So we're going to attack with this unit first with 2 dice. And 2 kills. Good for them. This unit doesn't have any... They're within range. These are too far away. They're within range, but it'll be 0 with the terrain modifier. So they don't get fired, but that's okay. They knocked out a unit. And that is another victory point for the Axis forces. Alrighty. I think that we're going to play a probe in the center. I get to activate 2 units. This is going to be 1. I'm not sure if I should do tanks with them. They could move around back here and get a lot of shots at those guys. Whereas they would only have 2 dice. So I think I'm going to do that. Yeah, these guys are getting activated in these tanks. 1, 2, 3. Alright. So these guys are going to fire first on them. They have 3 dice. And they killed a tank. And now the tanks are also going to fire on them. And they also have 3 dice. And they didn't kill anybody, that they forced 2 retreats. So they're going to retreat there and retreat there. Draw a replacement card. Another counterattack card. Draw 2 cards for the Axis. We have direct from HQ, so they can order 4 units, or they can probe 2 units in the center. So we're going to order 4 units, because that's clearly better. We are going to activate 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, oh. Alright, so nobody's going to move. First we're going to attack here. It has 3 dice on that unit in the open. 2 retreats and a kill. So they're going to go 1, 2, back to some cover. Geez, what's the right action? these tanks are gonna. This infantry is gonna fire on these. So it's 2 dice. And they killed both of them. Wow. It's another victory point. That was a lucky roll. So these guys, 3, 3, 3, minus 2. They have 1 die on this unit. And that doesn't count. And it'll kill a guy. These guys will attack here. 3, 2, 1. And it forces a retreat, so they will pull back into these woods. Actually, they're going to pull back here. Alright, so I think that the counterattack is in order. We're going to have that again. So we have 4 units to activate. We're going to try to bring up some of these units over here. Alright, I guess I gotta order units first. So I'm gonna order both of these armor units. And that unit. And that unit. Alright, so they're not going to move, they're going to fire. These guys are going to move into the woods and won't be able to fire. Alright, so both these guys can still fire. These guys are going to fire first. They're going to fire at these tanks in the open. They get 1 die. And nothing. These tanks are going to fire on that unit. They have 1 die. Nothing. Same with this unit. Fire on them. And they got 1 kill. I'll draw a replacement card. Behind enemy lines. Issue an order to 1 infantry unit. The unit may move up to 3 hexes, may battle with an additional die, and then move again up to 3 hexes. Train movement restrictions are ignored. So that's pretty awesome. I can get a unit that can move pretty far across the board. I might try to go back and grab that city back there and earn the victory point for it. Okay, let's see what the Axis player has got. We've got infantry assault and a probe on their right flank, my left flank. But we can do an infantry assault. Infantry units in 1 section. They can move up to 2 hexes and still battle. I don't really want anybody moving out of their cover, but they don't have to move. So that would give me 3 units of infantry over here. So that's what we're going to do. So these 3 units are going to be activated. They don't have any movement to do. So let's see. Start with this unit. 1 die here on this tank unit. And they missed. This unit is going to attack the same. Actually, they're going to attack this one. 3, 2, 2 dice. And 1 kill. And this unit will attack this unit with 2 dice. And a retreat and a kill. We're going to use this behind enemy lines. So I can order 1 infantry unit, they can move up to 3 hexes. 1, 2, 3. And now they can battle. They're going to battle against this guy. So it's 2 dice there. And they killed him, earning a victory point. Those sandbags go away. And now they get to move again, up to 3 spaces. So they're going to go 1, 2, 3, and they're going to claim this town and another medal. So we just got 2 victory points in that round. So it's 2 versus the 3 that the Axis player has. Draw a replacement card. Hey, I finally got something for the right flank. So I have attack in the right flank at 3. That might be kind of nice. And now we're going to draw for the Axis player. And they don't have a choice. It's a recon in their right flank. Or in their left flank, my right flank. So, they're going to order this unit. They're going to fire on these tanks. It's going to be a 1-die attack. And they miss. But next turn they'll get to draw twice. So I'm going to put that there so I don't forget it. Or that, not twice. They're going to draw 3 cards and pick the best. Now, let's see. What do we want to do? I'm going to do... We're going to do this attack on my right flank. 3 units can activate. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3. Them, and this guy, and them. He's going to go... Actually, no, he's not. Alright, so they're going to move there. They're going to move, double move, and won't be able to attack. These guys are going to move here. Yep. Alright. So, these guys are going to attack first. They have 2 dice on that infantry unit. And they killed 1. These tanks are going to attack here. And they have 1 die. And they missed. Draw a replacement card. And we have an attack in the center with 3 units. I was hoping I would get something for the right flank again, but that's alright. Alright, so we got 2 cards, 3 cards because of this recon card for the Axis. We'll discard that now. Alright, so we have an assault in the center, so all units in the center could get to activate, which is pretty good. That would get 4 units activating. Only 1 of them, only 2 of them would have targets if they didn't move. These guys and the tanks could move up and attack. Air power, target a group of 4 or fewer enemies, so they have to be adjacent. And the Axis player gets to roll 1 die per hex. So most I have is 2 together, so that would only be 2 dice attacking. And then I have Barrage. Target 1 enemy unit, roll 4 dice, and ignore any terrain battle die reductions. Score a hit, and a flag cannot be ignored. So that is only 1 unit can be attacked, but I can 4 dice against one of these single man units. It's almost a free victory point. Might do that. I think I am going to do that. I think I'm going to play Barrage. It's not as many dice against some of these things, but it gives me a better chance. So I could do it against this unit, then I wouldn't have the reduction battle dice and weaken them. Or do I want to go for the almost guaranteed victory point? I think we're going to target them. So it's going to be 4 dice against that unit. And I killed 2 of them, which isn't bad. Well, I think I'm going to play the probe, 2 units in the center. This unit is going to be activated, and this unit is going to be activated. They're going to move into those hedgerows, get some cover, and these guys are going to attack those tanks with a single die. And they killed a tank. Draw a replacement card. Attack in the center. Alright, we're going to draw 2 cards for the Axis. So Recon and Force, 1 unit in each section, or Medics and Mechanics. I can issue an order to 1 unit that has suffered casualties. I get to roll 4 command dice, and that unit can heal. And if they heal a unit, they can still attack. That's kind of cool. That's a tough one. I think the Recon and Force is the better play. So that's what we're going to do. So 1 unit in each section. So this unit's going to get ordered. This unit's going to get ordered. And that unit is going to get ordered. Well, no, we're going to order these tanks. Yeah. Let's get them in the battle. Alright. So, these guys are going to attack this infantry right next to them. They're going to have 3 dice. We killed 2 of them. These guys are going to attack those tanks right next to them. They get 3 dice. And killed 1 of them. Oops. Tank should move first. I'm going to do that now. I'm not going to get super close. They're just going to move 1 space so that these guys are within range. Actually, they're going to move 2. That's going to put them in range. They're going to shoot at this guy with just one die, but he's only got 1 unit left. And it's a miss. Alright, what are the Allied players going to do? Got a target over here now, but it's a little risky if I run out and chase him. It's not easy to kill tanks, but maybe that's what I need to do. Yeah, we're going to do it. So we're going to do an attack on the left. This guy is going to move out here. This guy is going to move here. Let's see what we can do. So first, this guy's attacking these tanks. 2 dice. And missed it. And now the infantry is going to attack those tanks. They have 3 dice. I killed 2 and I retreat. And he's going to go there. No, he's not. He's going to go there and hope for... No. Yeah, he's going there. Draw a replacement card. A general advance. 2 units in each section. That's a very nice card. Alright. So drawing 2 for the allied player. Excuse me, for the Axis player. We have Armor Assault or Probe. The Armor Assault lets us activate both armor units and they get an additional die in Close Assault. The Probe lets us activate 2 units on this side. So either way we're getting 2 units activated. We're going to do the Armor Assault because I just think it's going to be a better play. So they'll have an extra die, so they can have 3. He's going to go there. Well, he could come here, and that, yeah, that's what we're going to do. He's coming here. He'll have 4 dice attacking that unit, and they'll be killed on a flag as well. This unit is coming here. Alright, so they get 2 dice because they get an extra die for this. And they killed him. Another victory point there. They are going to take this and battle again. Oh, you can't battle when you move into that. So we'll say they can't battle. Alright, so these guys have 4 dice on this unit. Hopefully we can kill him. If we kill him, that'll win the game right here. Alright, so we killed 2 and forced to retreat. They cannot retreat, so that killed all 3 of them. So that is a win for the Axis player. And they could actually move in and battle again, so they're going to do that. It says he gets an additional die in Close Assault. I don't know if he gets to stack it. Let's see if it matters. It wouldn't matter. He killed this guy. So, the Axis player 1 + 1. Really, the game ends after that. They earn 5, so we wouldn't do that. But so, looked like at the beginning the Axis player didn't have a whole lot of units on the board, but being in terrain really helped them out, and then getting that dug-in card actually really boosted them because they could ignore flags, which made it harder to drive them out of the terrain. So, Memoir 44, I enjoy this game quite a bit. Some people have complained about it, that it's too simplified. I really like it. It's a fun game. There's lots of expansions for it. Some of those are a little bit hard to find. I've been collecting this game for a while, so I actually have quite a few of those expansions. It's easy to teach to new players. You can be up and playing a game with somebody making reasonable decisions in no time at all. There's lots of different options for different theaters of the war. So I enjoy this one. It works alright as a solo game. I just got beat on in my solo game here. Some people, again, don't think it works well because, you know, the hand of cards is supposed to be hidden. But I think with the mechanic of just drawing a couple cards for them and taking the best, it works pretty well. So, if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you want to see more videos like this and all the projects that I work on, you can subscribe to my channel. And if you have any questions or if you saw any rules that maybe I got wrong, go ahead and put them in the comment section below. Thanks for watching.